There we go. Okay. Peace and blessing, family. It is Sunday. I am back with my brother Ollie Hemmitt. We are determined to get this going, the show going. So uh, we're in the process of worked out most of the bug, we hope, and we're going to go regardless of if we have some glitches or not, because we both feel like we should get this information out to the people. Um, it's interesting because I feel like I have a certain kin kinship with this brother and his other two brothers. So we've all always talked and shared, since I think I 2011, and that's when I started talking to Ali and Brother Bobby. And so I feel fortunate that um, I can bring this brother on and give us some information. There's a war going on, and we should be prepared for our healing. We should be trying to get ourselves as close to great health as we can get, so that if it comes a time where we may have some food rationing or that sort of thing, you won't be affected much because your body is prepared for what's going on. And so I'm so happy to bring to you Brother Ali Hemmitt, and he's going to explain some of the things that he does that brought him back to good health and keeps him good in health. So, family, it's Brother Ali Hemmitt. Peace, Brother Ali. Thank you for coming on and getting ready to share some of your wisdom.
You're welcome, man. I really, I am dedicated to black people. And I like to just give what information I have. I am not a doctor, but you don't need a damn doctor to do the types of things that I talk about. Um, my girl, I was talking to her one day and she was saying, "Well, the doctor," I said, "Baby, you don't need to know this. No doctor has to tell you. Does your doctor talk to you about eating correctly? I'm not talking about don't eat sugar, don't eat salt, because we know we shouldn't be eating any sugar, any salt. Well, you can eat salt, Himalayan sea salt, Celtic salt. Those are the types of salts you should have. Other than that, you shouldn't have it. Salt is important to the body, but you can get it from your foods. So I'm sorry, I just went off on a tangent. I
No,
like
brother,
what,
go ahead, Bill.
yeah,
Go ahead, Bill.
but there are some things that you have to do that's very important. Stress can kill you faster than any disease. You cannot have stress in your life. You cannot have black people in your life that are causing stress. You can't have white people in your life that are causing you stress. Very, very important. I would say that's the first thing you need to do. De-stress yourself. Second thing is learn how to breathe. We don't know how to breathe anymore. Taking deep diaphragmatic breaths where your stomach goes out when you inhale, exhale, and stomach comes in. Very important. Those things seem so simple, but they're very important. Dr. Delbert Bliss said people often told him he was paranoid. And he would often tell them, if you are not paranoid about what's going on, you're crazy. That's the crazy part, not being paranoid. about what's going on. You can learn all the consciousness you want to learn. You can learn about the pineal gland. You can learn about all these different things. But if you are not aware of what's going on in your body, you will die from them. And that is what I got to say. It's got to be a conspiracy to kill people in the food industry. They are putting all types of chemicals in the foods. Fasting. People think that when you fast, you're crazy. You're not eating. And we can go, and there are a few breatharians that I met. What is a breatharian? A person who does not eat at all. They use air. That's what you truly have to have in your life. Air, good air, quality air. You can go 60, 180 days without eating. I just came off a 40-day fast in January, and I did one the January before. I am a person who had a stroke 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I woke up in the hospital. I couldn't wipe myself. I had to have nurses come to the room and wash me. I hated that. So I decided that day, I'm not going to do this shit. I got to learn how to get out of here. I didn't have a wife. My ex-wife came and visited me, but I didn't have someone in my corner. I was by myself. Well, I wasn't by myself. I had my younger brother, Michael. He was there with Bobby and myself, for both of us. The other thing, Mike is very knowledgeable. I thank him every day for the knowledge that he has imparted for me. I thanked him. He said, "Man, you don't have to thank me. You did the work. You did what was supposed to be done." I changed my diet, and I was a vegan when I came to Birmingham, Alabama. I wasn't eating any meat, so I had already gotten the first part. But the other part is also very important, and that is that you're learning. You have to learn how to know how to eat. Because I call my brother even now, hey man, I had so and so and so, and he's like, well, that's okay, but this is better. Now let me start with the basics. If you want to learn how to fast, I have a document that I wrote, put together, that you can get from me. It's $5 for everything that I have. $5. You can hit me at Hemmitt, OHBROWN1 Cash App. That's the easiest way. $ OHBROWN. I will send you the document. Like I said, it talks about fasting. I've even refined it. I haven't put them on paper yet, but I've even refined it. We can talk about food and the chemicals in foods all day long. But really simple for those of you who are interested in changing your diet. And here's the thing, either change it or die. There's no other way around. If you pick up a box, as a matter of fact, let me say this. If you buy anything from the store, read the package. Read the package. If it has words on there that you don't understand or don't know how to read, then that's an indication that it's not food and that it will kill you. You're not going to eat a bag of chips and you die right away. But what it'll do is it'll give you high blood pressure. It'll give you diabetes. These are two of the most prevalent killers of black man on the planet. They had Africans that came here, blood pressure fine. After 2 years of being in America, all of them had high blood pressure and diabetes. That tells you it's the food that you're eating. People say, "Well, I can't give up my chicken. I can't give up my fish. I can't." Then die. Then you do have a choice. And I'm putting it this way because it's important, very important that you learn how to eat. Now, so how to eat? Get fruits and vegetables. And be honest with you, fruits are more important than vegetables because we as Black people are frugivores. We have 150 trillion cells in our body. White people only have about 60 trillion cells. We are different. We are not all God's people. We're not all the same. We are very different. That's what Bobby has been lecturing about for 30 years, trying to tell you that you are different. We are. I have nothing against white people, but we're not the same. Our melanin is different. Our melanin doesn't calcify by the time we're 10. There's stuff that they found out scientifically that melanin is the calming agent in our bodies. It's why we're calm. It's why we think logically, even though they think we're illogical. Black people are conservative. Why? Because of the melanin. They think that we're animals because of the melanin. They know it all. And those that don't know are ignorant. So let's go back to the basics. Eat fruits and vegetables. I'll be honest with you. I have healed everything I had except my paralysis, which I have on my right side of my body. I walk with a cane and a walker. And I am working on healing that because it can all be healed with fruits and vegetables. Now, if you're going to do a fast, my document goes in to tell you how to take 4 weeks before you ever go an entire day. You can fast between 12 during the day and 7 at night. And really, last night, I was listening to a doctor that was saying we should only eat between 12 and 4. I'm like, damn, that's breaking it down hard. But if you can do that without ever missing a full day of fasting, that would change your life more than anything else you've ever done.
Brother Ollie.
Your digestive tract needs a break sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, could you reiterate that again so that, people may have missed it to get it? The process of fasting before you go into a hard fast. And during that process, could you recommend foods that one should eat so that people can write it down and have it itemized? I appreciate it.
Okay. You want to, first of all, do what's called a intermittent fasting. That is, I recommend it. Stop eating after 7 o'clock. Never eat after 7. And then wait until 12 o'clock the next day because your body goes through a natural elimination period. And between 7 at night and 12 in the morning during the day, you shouldn't eat. You shouldn't. Break fast is called break the fast, not get up and eat some damn grits and eggs. So you want to not eat between 12 and 7. As I was saying, I was listening to Jackie, and he said between 12 and 4. Cut off your eating time to 4 o'clock. And we know you got jobs and different things. But when you learn how to do that, this intermittent fast, it prepares your body for doing a longer fast. Now, some people say 1 to 3 days should be all you fast at first. Yes, because like I said, I did 40 days with water only. That's all I had for 40 days. And I've done it January last year and January this year. I'm going on a 21-day fast in June. And then I will do a 7-day fast, September, October, and then in December I'll do another 7 days.
I,
So
I have
I'll
a
fast.
question.
Yeah.
I want to go. What's the importance of fasting? I mean,
Okay. Wow. That's a great question. During the time you're not eating, it allows your body to repair damaged cells. It's a process called autophagy. And what happens during autophagy in the body, you end up creating, it ends up eating the bad cells, the dead cells, the damaged cells. So not eating actually heals you. If you go on a longer fast, it heals you even more, and so on and so forth. It's
so
very
what
important
eats
that
up
you
your
do it.
white blood cells attack this inorganic material in your bloodstream?
What
Was it?
happens is the body, it ends up, autophagy kicks in and it starts to eat. See what happened? You're not eating, so you're not giving the body additional nutrition, which causes your body to be able to react to what you're eating. So if you're not eating, your body begins to repair itself. And
Right.
you
Okay.
see the autophagy, it kicks in at about 12 hours. You have 12 hours. So during that time, the body starts to repair. But it can't repair itself when you damn eating all day. You can't eat, it can't repair itself because you then, when you eat something, you put the body into digestion. So with autophagy, and the longer you go without eating, the more autophagy you begin to receive in your body. So when you fast for 12 hours, autophagy starts. The longer you go, the more autophagy begins to set into the body, begins to repair your damaged cells. It literally eats them up, red and white blood cells. We have 150 trillion cells in our body. They all do different things. A cell has its own little city. It has the different organs or organelles in the cells. Each cell in your body is a totally different human being, which makes us up. So when you stop eating, it's more than not eating. It's repairing you. It's repairing your body, repairing damaged cells. When you, if you listen to Yakti Awakening, which is a brother, all of you, if you get the document, I have um, his all his information on how to get in touch with him. Not only that, you need to listen. This brother is probably, other than my brother, I think y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Other than my brother, he is probably the most knowledgeable person I have ever heard talking about the body. And he recommends us eating only fruits with a limited amount of vegetables. Why? Because of our bodies. We have extremely long digestive tracts. Our digestive tract is made for us to take in fruits, which also, if you eat fruits all the time, you really don't need a lot of water. You don't, because that is the water that you should be getting. It's called H2 H3O2, structured water. The water from an apple, from an orange, from a grape, from a grapefruit. That's where we should be getting most of our water from, not spring water. We should eat, we should use spring water. It's good. Get 24, 36 ounces of spring water a day. But if you eat a whole bunch of watermelon and prunes and apple, it is far better because that, as a matter of fact, if you talk to a doctor, they'll tell you, you really shouldn't give a baby water initially because your mother's milk, the breast milk, is the best milk on earth. That milk is better than any other. And don't be drinking damn cow's milk. It's because cow's milk is for cows. It was never intended for you to drink. Some crazy shit. This white man told you, drink milk for strong bones. Fuck no. Fuck no. Not only that, no other animal past the infancy stage drinks milk. So that's fucking crazy. It's crazy for us to think about drinking the milk of another animal. There are so many other things you can drink, and I don't like silk because that's tofu, I think, and we shouldn't be eating tofu at all because that's plastic. They all of the chemicals, all of the drugs are based on petroleum. All of your medicine, and there's never been a medicine, a drug created to cure any damn thing. Nothing. Nothing. And people say, well, that's crazy. I don't want to give up my. Don't give it up. You don't have to give it up, but you have to have the diseases. If you want to be healthy, if you go to a fruit and and plant-based diet, I guarantee you will heal of all of your illnesses. My doctor, I go to him because I'm on disability, unfortunately. And he's like, oh, wow, you're taking your medicine. That's good. I haven't taken that shit in 3 years. I don't take the medicine. I found out what the issue is, and then I cure it with food. And diabetes, gone. High blood pressure, gone. I'm 63 years old, and my numbers look like I'm 33. I don't take any of the medicine because what happens is the diabetes medicine, first of all, it takes your nature and takes a while for it to come back. Then it starts to damage your kidneys. The kidney medicine damage your heart and damage other parts of your body. So that's why they give you all these things that it does. So you can take the medicine, you can't sue nobody because they told you it could affect your heart, could this, and you decide to take it. I am not a doctor, so I don't tell you to get off the medicine, but I got off the medicine, all of it. I don't have, like, I use herbs for, actually, if you got a headache, when you start fasting, in the beginning, you may have headaches because your body is throwing off all the toxins. The other thing, you must do a detox. You got heavy metals, you got petroleum that you're taking, you got all of these different things. You must do a detox. And the detox, guess what? Your vegetables. See, your vegetables were given to you as your detoxification method. Your fruit was given to you for food. And those of you who happen to be Christian, it says in Genesis 1:6, and not in the middle of the book, on the end of the book, it does tell you in the middle, says, I give you the root, the leaf, and the bark, which shall be your meat, not pork, and the healing for the nation. The Bible tells you that. You're a Christian? Okay, cool. Let's go to the Bible. Go into Revelation. It tells you that your fruits are made for your body in the Bible. Now, in times of famine, I think it recommended something, but it even told you, even in Deuteronomy, don't eat the animal with the split hoof, the pig. Don't eat the animal with the bottom line is it gave you some bottom um, some directions, but the Bible tells you not to eat plants and vegetables, which is going to be your meat and the healing for the nation. So if your preacher is standing up and preaching to you and he's fat and overweight, you need to leave. He ain't telling you nothing. Because you can know the Bible every word. It does no good if you are dying and from the diseases that you got from this. I will say the corporation. I won't call them the white man. From the different corporations. Second thing, buy water. And if you're going to buy water, buy, it should say non-BPA water. I have one here. I got them from Aldi. It says BPA. Those are devoid of plastic. You can never buy anything that doesn't have BPA on the bottom because it has microplastic. Now, microplastics are things that have been getting in our digestive system for many years now. We've been drinking out of plastic. I have cups in my house that are made of um, non-BPA plastic that I drink out of. Either that or drink out of glass. If, if you buy something with glass, it doesn't have BPA. It's not plastic. They say, well, dog, yes, it takes some work to be able to eat properly. But once you know how, it's no work. I don't buy the water in regular bottles. Dishonest. Why? And this is kind of about 10 cases at a time.
I have a question about water.
Sure, sure.
Um, there's times I travel down like through Atlanta, and they have the spring water down there. It's like artesian water, and I
Well,
drink a lot of that. Do
artesian,
you recommend that?
artesian water is just the same as spring water, same.
Okay,
Yeah,
because it has a high silic and the water down your way. I think it's called Indian Springs Park. It's
yeah,
almost in Macon, and it has a high sulfur content too,
yeah.
which is
That's natural. That's natural water. The crop they're bottling off. You read some of them say from. I was reading one water. It said from the Augusta water supply. Well, it was regular tap water in a bottle.
yeah.
You can't buy anything without reading the label because they tell you they don't lie to you. They tell you you can't sue them because they tell you. But I would get spring water, artesian water. Most people aren't even aware of artesian water. But because my ex-wife, her mother and her grandmother from Charleston, South Carolina, and they have a big artesian well. They go down and get their artesian water from there. So, but yeah, you can get the deal is get natural spring water or artesian water because your pH is going to be higher. They're going to be alkaline. You want to try your body naturally is a 7.2, which is alkaline. So you want to put things in your body that are alkaline, fruits and vegetables. Now, word to the wise. If you shopping at Piggly Wiggly, you ain't getting nothing healthy. Nothing. No vegetable, nothing. Because you need to see, you need to buy organic fruits and vegetables. And sometimes it's hard to come by. I know. I went out looking for some watermelons yesterday. Had a few with little small ones, but they were also, they had a 3 or 4 on the UPC code. Now, what's a UPC code? When you go to the grocery store, there's a little white sticker or label on your fruits. They'll have between 3 and 9. If it's a 3 or 4, leave it alone. And they tell you this is 3. What it means is a 3 is with pesticides. A 4 can be organic, but it's got but I mean can be without pesticide, but it's GMO. What is GMO? Genetically modified organism. So let's say you got a seedless watermelon. I don't give a damn what they tell you it's all organic. Damn organic, got no seeds in, which means it was genetically modified. Because a watermelon does not have, has seeds. And some of even the GMO watermelons have some little white seeds in them. But even that, see what it is, those watermelons are sterile. You can't use the seeds to produce more watermelon because you lost it. Basically, they tampered with the watermelon. Every fruit is a fruit that has a seed in it. Now, I was reading that avocado, you should buy them organic, have bother them less than any other fruit. Avocado is a fruit. I put them in my smoothies every day. Smoothies you can have, I make the best ice cream on earth. I freeze some bananas, put them in my NutriBullet, along with maybe some blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, organic. Blend it up. You don't put no water in it. It tastes just like ice cream. You can put a little agave in it if you want to, sweeten up a little bit. But it tastes just like ice cream. Bananas frozen, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. And, oh, I think my picture has been frozen the whole time, but
Yeah, I just didn't say nothing. We was gonna let it go. You doing okay?
anyway, and the show's coming back. Anyway, like I said, um, put the banana,
Did you move your
blueberry,
phone? You going in and out. Yeah. Oh,
can you hear me now?
not yet.
Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Damn. You can hear me?
Yes. You sound perfect.
Okay, good. Okay. Um, so I have 65 recipes. And these are recipes I got on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I got them for you, but you can go find them yourself and subscribe to each one. That way, every day when you get up, there'll be new recipes. Some you'll like, some you won't. But I found this since I become total, I won't say vegan because I'm plant based, total plant based. But your taste buds will change when you give up the food, especially the meat. And after about 3 months, because I bought some plums because I wanted to use the bathroom more regular. I bought some not plums. Yeah, it was plum.
Prunes.
Prunes.
Prunes, maybe? Prunes. Yes.
And I ate them. I'm like, damn, those are good. And I used to hate them. I used to hate the way they smell. Now there's no food, no natural food that I've eaten that I don't like now. I had some celery. I hated celery. My ex-wife would make stuff for me and make sure she didn't put celery. I like it now. I don't love it, but like, damn, I can take this. Your taste buds change, and that's the truth. If you can start, and here, it doesn't take long for your body. If you were to go on a fast, where you're doing 12, 18 hours of fasting a day for a couple of weeks, and then maybe do a 2-day fast or 1-day fast, add that in there, you will see a difference in 30 days. Not only that,
Let's stop right there, though. Hold your thought. Difference in 30 days. During this period that they're doing this intermittent fast during each day, when they come off, what do you recommend that they eat?
still doing the same thing, maybe not, maybe just a little bit. I still recommend they eat fruits and vegetables, period.
But we talking like, say me, I'm a layman. I haven't fasted in years. I stopped believing in fasting, but and that's for some other reasons. But let's say if I took a 12-day fast, what would you recommend that I put into my body as a layman that's not eating fruit? You know what I mean? What would you recommend?
I
Like
recommend
if I'm
fruit.
go ahead.
I recommend you eating fruit. I'll tell you what, let me give you an example. You come off the fast, and today for lunch you have a sweet potato, baked. Put some agave on it. Man, it'd be good. Have some broccoli with it. Have some cabbage with it. Then when you get home, have you 10 bananas, 15 slices of watermelon. That's what you have. As even as a layman, your body, number one, when you come off the fast and you're still eating. So I recommend you changing your lifestyle. It's not just a fasting. It is a lifestyle change. You got to change your lifestyle because the lifestyle that we've chosen has given us all medicine. You can't have that lifestyle anymore. You can't have that chicken anymore. You can't have that pork anymore. You cannot have those things because your body doesn't recognize it anyway. It's not giving you protein. An animal is eating protein directly. You get it as secondhand protein. Their body has already changed it. It's gone to their body and changed it. And then you try eating it and say, well, I'm getting my protein from my steak. From my, you're not. No, you're not. My doctor told me I was low on iron. And guess what I did? I started eating some um, iron rich foods. I just went to Google and said, what are iron rich foods? See, the white man has given you Google, and that Google can be your best friend. You can find out all your information. Oh, I need to. The doctor said I'm doing X, Y, Z, and you know you need X, Y, Z. Guess what? Just go there and find out. But I can't tell you anything different. See, with me, I said rather than being sick all my life, I want to change that. I'm willing to do anything it takes to be healthy. Because as I said before, you can be all conscious, you can do as much as you want to. If you ain't healthy, it means nothing. My brother, beautiful person, I won't let nobody talk about him. Because I know this man lectured and he got paid what a nigga put in the hat. People would pay his flight to get where he had to go and passed a fucking hat. He loved his people. But at the end, he was not healthy. And he knew what he had to do. He knew about eating properly. He had been a vegetarian for years and then started eating meat. Same here. I I introduced my brother Mike, who is a staunch vegan. Staunch. I introduced him and Bobby to vegetarianism. He took it a whole lot further than I did. That I have to call him and ask questions because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So when I woke up in the hospital that day, I realized, damn, I've had a stroke. I can't be mad at nobody. I can't be upset because I knew some of the shit I was doing was not healthy. I can't be mad at anyone because I knew I had been told, I'd been warned. My body told me 2 weeks before I had the stroke. I woke up one morning and something said, Ollie, you need to check your diet. I didn't pay no attention. I'm thinking, what the hell? That's what went through my mind. That's what went through my mind. So I got a warning. The creator let me know. And so I didn't do it. And guess what? He spanked my ass on the hand. Okay, you don't want to stop? Here you go. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to spank you in the ass. So I can't blame anyone but myself. No one can blame anyone when you know. When you
I need to ask a question. And first of all, for YouTube, we're not trying to be a doctor, give medical advice. This brother is giving his personal um, witness experience on how he healed himself. That's for YouTube, so they won't be hitting me. You're giving advice. But my question is, I have some relatives that they had aneurysms and it kind of ran in their family.
nothing
And so could the stroke thing have ran in the family for you and Bobby
now. We
like that?
so we got the same illness. No diseases all runs in the family unless it's very, I would say, very minor. What it is we eat the same shit our parents ate, our sisters ate, our brothers ate. You eat now, so you're gonna get the same shit. You're gonna get the same stuff. Bobby was eating chicken and meat and drinking liquor, doing different things. He got it because of what he was doing to his body. I had a stroke because I drank some liquor. I didn't drink a lot. It don't matter if you drink. Oh, I just drank every now and then. You drank. Period. It will kill you. It dehydrates your body. And if you drink during the time that your blood pressure is high, it dehydrates you. You are going to experience problems. And you would have to know more about how she received or got the aneurysm. But normally we eat the same. So if we're eating the same, we're going to have the same problem. We might be predisposed because of our family history to do certain things. But an example, my brother Mike has never weighed over 165 pounds because 30 years ago, he changed his diet. And he's never been overweight. Never. I changed my diet. There's a picture I have on my Facebook that shows me holding my oldest daughter, who's 30. I probably was 160 pounds at that time. I changed my diet. You don't gain weight when you change your diet. The second, and one of the things I was going to say was, especially for women, if you do the intermittent fasting for at least 30 days, every 90 days, if you do that, you're going to lose 30 pounds. The body, you're going to lose approximately 2 pounds a day for about 2 weeks and then drop down to about 1.5 pounds. But you're going to lose 30 pounds. you're gonna lose weight. All of our women are running around here showing these BBLs and trying to look fine. Big as shit. We are
Well,
big as
why did Baba Dick Gregory say the cancer rate among vegans was higher than among meat eaters? Why he say that?
he said that because they weren't eating the right shit. You go into a store and give an example. Impossible Meat, which is owned by Bill Gates. Impossible Meat. It ain't meat. It's vegan. But that shit is not healthy. See, we have to learn how to be healthy. Now, I'll tell you in a minute. Go to Yaki Awaken. Find out. You can't eat that when you're trying to get away from it. Um, the Radical Sister, another sister on YouTube, tells you of the damage done to all the seafood from Fukushima. Fukushima is a nuclear plant accident back in 2011. Our seas have been poisoned. Why do you think they're pushing the sea moss so much? Yes, it does have 99 or 90, I think it's 93 chemicals that we definitely need for our body, but it's poison. Sea moss attracts the radiation in the sea. It was poisoning the West Coast. It's on the East Coast now. You don't eat shit from the ocean. Nothing. Nothing. If it comes from the ocean, leave it alone. Because the oceans have been contaminated by the nuclear accident. He said, oh, I got to give up my shrimp, my crab. Yes. But it doesn't matter because you know what? They're dying anyway. Whales and different animals in the sea are dying. There's an epidemic of them dying. They're not talking about it, just like they didn't talk about Fukushima. These things are killing us, and we keep eating it, and we keep getting cancer more and more. See, there's a difference between being a vegan and being plant-based. You're taking plants and making whatever that you want to eat and make a meal. Vegan, I'll give an example of vegan. Go to Walmart. They have some organic Doritos. That's vegan. When you start reading it, I saw its head on it. I was looking at it the other day. It said vegan milk. How the hell can milk be vegan? How? That's why I say you got to read the labels on everything. Yes, he said that, but he meant it because they're not eating plant-based meals. Man, I could take some mushrooms and make some bell pepper, man, and I can cook up some awesome steaks. There's a guy, I cannot think, his name is Devant. It's called Healthy Vegan Eating. He's on YouTube. Again, it's in the documents that I've got for $5. You can follow his. He cooks cakes, pies, burgers, different foods. He uses no wheat, no rice, no oil, and no sugars in his and none of his. They're all vegan. So we can't just say we are vegan, call ourselves vegan, but then eat bull. You have to be aware of the things you're eating. I'm gonna go back from the beginning. Fruits and vegetables, organic, if you can. Not you forget about organic food. Grow your own. Grow it. Grow your onions. Grow your bell peppers. Grow your I was thinking today. We start working on my garden next week. You don't need, I've got a pretty decent piece of land, but you don't need a huge, it says 5 feet. You can grow a nice garden. You can grow a nice garden in your kitchen. Just go online. It shows you how to grow certain foods in your house. Definitely herbs you can grow in your kitchen. Very easy. All you need is plain water. That's it. You can do that. Feel myself of the paralysis that I have. And that's the only thing that I still have. When I heal myself, I'm going to do a video with me walking without my cane, with me showing people that I heal myself with nothing but food. Nothing but food. And it's going to happen.
Can I pry into your life a little bit? Just a little bit.
Sure.
All right. Um, I'm in Atlanta doing the ceremony. I pick up Dooley from the airport. We riding back to my friend's house. He's on the phone, right? And I'm like, Dooley, who you talking to? He said, I'm talking to Ollie. Ollie may come over to the party. Has some of his teaching and ceremonies help you in your healing?
I will say yes and no. Let me explain.
Okay.
Dooley came to Birmingham last year. That's where I met him.
Okay.
There was they had I get it was like a 3-day event, and he was presenting at one of the. Dooley had come to Birmingham for me to try some snake venom. I tried some bufo. It was awesome. It didn't really do what I wanted to do, but because I knew I'd heard of it, but knew very little about it. So he came for he stayed with me for 3 days, I think. On the third day, I took him back to Atlanta. He went thing there. So he helped open my mind to plant-based medicine, to animal-based medicine in terms of helping me. And I'm willing to try it again. I'm willing to try anything to heal my paralysis naturally. So yeah, I spent about maybe 2 months. Yeah. Have you ever tried any his medicine?
You going in and out, man. I'm sorry.
I was saying, had you ever tried any of his medicines?
Actually, this is how deep it is. You inspired me after we got off the show Friday to try to cleansing. And so me being a person that loves shortcuts, I tried some combo. And so which I was introduced to that guy. And I tried, which I think he's a very, very special guy. And we're fortunate to have him on this planet
Yeah.
because of how he carries things and how he's introducing that form of healing to our community. And so I definitely tried combo this weekend. And because you were suggesting about getting things out your system, getting organic medicine out your system, and I lost your picture, I think. Where you go, where you go. And so um, what I did was I did a couple rounds of combo. You know, that was in conjunction. Friday was my birthday, so I decided I would cleanse. So I did some combo.
Where I
And
said
that,
the day before,
mhm.
but happy belated birthday now.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, and it was it was rewarding and productive. I lost your picture, but I'm gonna get your picture back. It was rewarding and productive. Actually, I did my second round last night while a friend monitored me over the phone, and it helped. It definitely helped. Like I had some little soreness, muscle soreness. I look at cleaning that, get some inorganic matter out my bloodstream, and I woke up not craving because I used to smoke, but at times I do hot bay, and I noticed that when I did a lot of hot bay at the hot springs, when I came back, the Spartanburg, I was doing hot bay like crazy, and I'm like, oh man, that tobacco in there, right? So my first combo, I woke up Saturday, and I wasn't craving the combo. So then I did some last night because duty teaches you have to do it 3 days in a row. So I did some combo last night, and I woke up feeling better. And there was certain pain I know that was out of my body. So definitely,
Well,
it
that means
works.
you're on a journey of healing, and it will get better as you do more healing. But it, I tell people, if you go a month without eating meat and giving up sugar, which is a very devastating thing to the body, I usually do a little demonstration. I take a pack of sugar, tear it and open it up. I have the person stick their finger, wet that finger, uh, stick your finger in your mouth, put in sugar. Before you put the sugar in your mouth, have someone push your arm down. It'll take two hands. Put the sugar underneath your tongue for maybe 5 seconds. Stick your arm back out. You can push the hand arm down with one finger. That's how devastating sugar is to the body. So people say, "Well, I don't eat my sugar." Bullshit. Read your package. And it says dextrose, sucrose. All of those are sugars. Has about 10 different names of sugar. High fructose corn syrup, all that sugar. So again, I tell anyone, if you go to the grocery store, read the package. Even if you go to the health store, read the package. And crap that you shouldn't be eating. I'm at the point now, I went to the grocery store yesterday. There's only one little thing that I could eat in terms of organic and healthy. I bought some. I bought some organic water. No, I didn't buy the watermelon. I bought some uh, bananas. I bought some organic apples. I bought some organic oranges. Um, I was looking for both the watermelon. I was also looking for um, the little thing with yeah. Anyway, I was looking for those. Didn't have. And I'm guess what? I didn't buy them. I'm not gonna say I like them. I'm gonna buy one because they got the unhealthy one. I wouldn't buy no test this shit. Now I know that I'm a person who has my makeup is that I just won't eat something I know unhealthy. I just won't. If I know it's got a 3 on the UPC code, I won't buy it. I'll wait till I get somewhere that has it. Now, people in rural areas, it's hard. That's why they gotta grow their own food. But they got Piggly Wiggly, Save-A-Lot, nothing in the store healthy. Yeah, I was trying to find something else. So if I went to Piggly Wiggly and I saw some avocados, I would probably buy them. That's about it. That's about it. And I used to hate avocado. I used to hate guacamole. Now, as things change, because see, you will change with the food. You will find yourself, okay, this is not too bad. I can deal with this. So that's very important. As I said, if you're not paranoid, you're crazy because there is got to be a definite thing that these companies are doing to kill you when they know. Matter of fact, about 70% of our foods here in the United States, they won't even allow them in other countries. They won't allow. I wonder why. I wonder why. One thing, I'm going to go back, harping on Yaki again. Yahki, awaken. AWANKI on YouTube. You gotta watch it. Just watch one show. One. I've watched. I've been binge watching lately. Probably, and I save them all. I probably have 200 of his videos. I got other doctors that I listen to. I learned a lot from white doctors, Indian doctors, black doctors. See, I don't discriminate against knowledge, but again in that document that I send, give you all the links to get to these doctors, the ones I'm talking about. Bobby Price, he's a pharmacist in Atlanta, from Atlanta. I don't know where he's living now, but I know he's from Atlanta. Grew up in the ghetto, got a pharmacy degree. He teaches about the food and the medicines. He teaches about this. He's in that document that I have. You really have to see this. By the way, when you, if you happen to want the document and you email me for it, please make sure I have a return email address. I'll make sure I give my email address out so you can send it to me in the email as long as on Cash App. Send your email, name and address. I need to know that. If you want it, because I'm going to send it via email, probably Gmail. And my Gmail is OllieUHemmett at Gmail. Ollie, U is in unicorn, Gmail. OllieUHemmett at gmail.com. And Cash App is OWW1.
You broke up again.
Okay.
Your voice faded when you gave your cash up.
Okay, Cash App is $, of course, OHBROWN1. 20 old brown one. So, hey, any other question, brother?
Or do you plan on traveling? Some like what your brother used to do in terms of teaching people?
I am. I'm trying to help Black people. I was really trying to help people in my surrounding areas. I will maybe eventually do that if people find the need to for it, me to do that. I'm really not a lecturer. I have information I like to give. I will give it to anyone, but my soul, that's what my sole purpose is, to help us. have so many things going against us. Let it not be our food. Let it not be our food. And my life is going great now. I've got a new young lady in my life.
Ashe.
I care deeply, even though I had another young lady in my life. But the one I have now, here's the thing. Oh, is she vegan? I would not date a person who wouldn't but
You broke up. You would not have dated a person that what?
is not vegan or interested in changing their diet. I'm just not. Because here's the deal. I know what I went through in my life. I would not want to put another human being through that. If a person is trying to change your diet and doing things, I'll be with you. So if you're not, then God let them go. I don't want anyone in my life that's not trying to be healthy.
That's a powerful statement, though, because you're supposed to be a spiritual person.
I am
You know what I
spiritual.
mean? Well,
Absolutely.
if you're a spiritual person, your life is kind of dictated and controlled by your ancestors. So how
Right.
can you say what you wouldn't do? What if your ancestors gave you a pork eater sister? You would tell them no.
No, yes, I tell them no because I love this person. I want to be with this person. I don't want this person to be unhealthy. I don't want when your own religion tells you not to eat pork and swine. No, I would not. Whatever the ancestor said, not that. First of all, I'll have to worry about that. If the ancestor will not lead me to a woman who is not willing to change their diet and do, I need her to help me. How can you help me when you're doing destructive things? So my girl is not, she's not out. I understand. And I would never tell her what she has to do, but I would merely suggest, well, baby, that's not really healthy. I wouldn't do that. If she loves me and cares, she would change because she knows I'm not giving her, telling her something that's not for her own good and detriment. So, for instance, two girlfriends before her, or one girlfriend before her, she was a minister, a preacher. And she said she couldn't give it up. So I let her go. I let her go. I mean, and I care for her. I truly care for her. Asked her to marry me. I couldn't do it though because that is the spiritual part of me. The spiritual part of me wouldn't let me be that way. For instance, you who kills people, would you still stay with her? No, you wouldn't. And the truth is, if you're not telling your pastor, your members to do that, to, then you're killing them too. You are. If you're not trying to help, because if they're not healthy, nothing matters. Consciousness doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Knowing all about Africa, knowing all about America, knowing the fact that we are not from Africa. We are from the United States of America and have been here 3,000 years at least, maybe longer.
I would go further back than that, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm just saying that is the minimum.
definitely.
Now, we were not brought from Africa. Some people did come from Africa, but very few. Less than 1% because they did not have the ships that were able to make that trip at the time. And those black people that came here, most of them were merchants. So what we know now, is that this country was stolen from the black people. The Indians weren't here. Those are Mongoloids that came across the Bering Straits. They're not native to America. They're called Native Americans. Who's native to America? Native niggers, Negroes, black people. They were called copper colored people.
Let's do melanated because it's calling us a nigga is controversy. You know what I mean? We nigga are as more, but nigga I'm not. Not publicly. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to
Like
get a
that.
point across. And get the point across, we were niggers here. So black people were here. Black people is not a good. Nigger is not a good description. We were the gods. And when you study your diet, you will find out we are gods. We are our bodies are made such that we are gods. We're gods. Even the Bible said when they were trying to kill Jesus. And he said to them, is it not written in your law that it says ye are gods? Psalm 82 again tells you ye are gods. Who is he talking about? And Jesus said, greater works shall ye do than I. How the hell can I do greater works than Jesus? You are him. What he was trying to tell you. Yeah, that's what he's trying to tell you.
So you are a believer in Jesus and the
No,
Bible?
that means nothing. I use the Bible because that's what Negroes, Nagars believe in the Bible. Most of us. So I use that as an example of certain things, points I'm trying to get across. I won't get into what I truly believe.
We
They
won't
might
do that, but so how what is your opinion about Putin dropping these pictures?
he's
How do you
doing
feel about that?
of Americans.
Say that again. Your voice went out.
He's doing that to piss off Americans.
Okay.
He knew it all along. We knew it. We know it. You're not shocking the powers that be. These crackers know. They know. So he did that to piss America off. That's all. That's just a tactic to try and maybe get some more African countries to join Brexit.
I find it interesting, but I found it interesting the reaction in the community about that because
What was
it
he?
was kind of hmm?
Why
Some
was he
people was kind of proud of it that they had black people at the foundation of Christianity.
knew that?
You know what I mean?
We knew that,
Okay.
especially people in the community. We knew black people were there. We know we are God. John 10 says, ye are God. Psalms 82 says, how long will you judge the unjust?
But I mean, but that's the word God. I kind of got away from it. I had a brother call me dear brother. I don't know if you mentioned his name. He studies words, whatever, and he called Brother Wasiku. I'm like, what's up? You know, the word God is only 400 years old. You know what I mean? I'm like, you joking. So, you know, they introduced the word God to us when they were taking over our country. You see what I mean? And so I called a preacher I know that had his PhD, blah, blah, blah. His United Methodist, but he had a PhD or whatever. And I asked him, what does God mean? He told me it means Zeus,
Yeah.
straight up. And so you're saying that we are Zeus, and I'm not Zeus. I'm not a god. I don't even call a woman a goddess. If I call a woman a goddess, I'm being sarcastic.
Well,
You know what I mean? Because I don't use the word. I got one. It's only 400 years old. That's how old we was when they came over and said they enslaved us. So I kind of,
well,
you know, and so when you look at the Bible say worship God, they saying have no other Zeus in front of him. You know what I mean? But that's another topic. We'll stay on health, and that's my own opinion. But I got rid of it, and then I was down getting my tires changed 2 weeks ago, and I asked the brother what did God mean. He gave another explanation, but it wasn't what we think God is in the Bible. God could be the Anunnaki.
I will say the creator. And I believe that the
Thank you.
brought us here and gave us the and tinkered with our DNA so that would only live for 120 years versus the 900 for Methuselah that we lived before.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
what
I've
they
been reading a little
what
bit
they
on. Go ahead.
uh,
I'm sorry. I apologize.
they tinker with our DNA and put caps on our telomeres, and telomere begins to unravel our life. It's like brother used this example: the little cap on the end of your shoestring. When it wears out, those strings are no good because the string begins to unravel. That is how our DNA reacts to the shortening or the degradation of the telomere. So you begin to die. That's what happens. I'm trying to wrap my back up. That's why I'm saying that fasting and eating right actually makes you younger. I hate to say, man, believe it or not, I can look at myself and tell that I'm younger now than I was 3 years ago. I actually am getting younger. Don't let me get back to 30 because I'm going, whoo, look out.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
So if you start to eat right, you actually get younger. And really, what it is that you are keeping your DNA from unraveling the telomeres. And a telomere is like it's like the shoestring. It's the cap on the end of your DNA. I think it's number two.
Yes.
DNA. That's why it's so important. And when you eating sugar and salt and pork and beef and chicken and milk and dairy, you are shortening your telomeres. See, white people are already ruined. They're already done for. They are dying. They're dying. So they're trying to take as many of us as possible. We're going to still be here. We are whatever you call the creator. We're going to be here. But
But isn't
right
that kind
now,
of a myth? You know what I mean? Because it's like it sounds like yeah, it's a good thing, but um, sh- me, I'm more concerned with my ascension, not if white people are dying or living, because there are I've found that there are some very spiritual white people that are dealing with the same issues. You see what I mean? And so I'm more
I don't know. I don't know no white people. I'm good. I'm happy enough to say that. I really have never dealt with white people in my life. When I
wow.
first
Okay.
graduated, I went to college. I went to South Carolina State College, which is a black college, and I went to work. I had true interaction with white people in my life. And about 2 years after I had been working at the company, this black guy was supervisor. Told me, he said, "What's wrong with you, man?" I said, "What's wrong with me? You walk around here like you the damn mayor." I said, "What do you mean? I'm just working." He's like, "No, man. You walk around with white people, you walk around the back." He's like, "You don't give a damn about nothing." I really don't. I don't know what you talk. I had never been around racism. Had no idea what the fuck it was. I knew on paper what it was like. What invited me to a thing called a grant. What happened was they all came up in their pickup trucks. I came in my Toyota, and they backed up in a circle and threw out wood and made a bonfire. And they had liquor they passed around to drink. Well, even then, I wasn't conscious. I knew I wasn't drinking out them crackers, but they they all got drunk, and then they started talking. I realized, damn, all these people were all racist. Well, I wonder why they invited me. I was the only Negro there. And I realized then they thought I was an acceptable nigger. That's what they thought. And again, I wasn't conscious back in probably 83, 84. I'm like, oh, they think I'm an acceptable Negro. I grew up in Marion County, which is predominantly black. I grew up in a predominantly black town, Mullins, which is predominantly black. Well, it was then. They had a drug bust my senior year in high school, 1978. They took 36 niggas to jail in Mullins. So it was always a different city. And that's why I say the creator knew what he was doing when he messed up things for my mother and my father.
Can I can I um add one little thing, but it's gonna be a reference to your brother, and if that's wrong, I won't because I know the contract we have, and it's he did a lecture once, and he stated that white people are more spiritual than black people. Yeah, and
Yeah,
in my experience, there's time like when I went to the eclipse, the black people was hiding in the house trying to determine what was going on with the eclipse. The white people was out there in the sun. You know what I mean? So it's like I
yeah,
don't
I
I
understand.
don't know if that view of just broad brushing, you know what I mean, of one race bad. I
No,
don't know if that view is that, you know,
how can we not view the white man as evil? What he's done to us over the last 400 or 500 years. We ain't got no choice but to think this man is evil. Now, is that every white man is evil? No, not at all. No, based on what he's done to us 500 years. Plus, what's going on right now? We got to think this man is evil. We got to. Is that everyone? No. Are there spiritual white people? Yeah. But just like Elijah Muhammad said, some of you will be saved at the record, but eventually you must all go. You must all go. And you know what? In 1985, I went to a lecture. It was something that a friend of mine from Columbia, South Carolina, had was going to, and the last night you invite friends and family out, and basically what you try to do is brainwash you and get you to join the program. And maybe I don't know how much she paid, 500 $600 bucks. So she invited me and my wife. We all went out to the lecture. So about halfway through it, say about an hour later, they asked all the people who were not a part of the ceremony to go to separate rooms. And there was a lot of people there. It was maybe I say 900 people. And they put us all in separate rooms, maybe 100 or so per room. And they were going to talk to us about becoming a member or joining whatever they were doing. So they gave us all a piece of paper. So I had a piece of paper. They asked to write down 3 things that we're most committed to doing. I said, I'm gonna do this shit. And at that time, I wasn't conscious. And so I ain't writing nothing down. So the lady saw me. Well, first of all, when I first walked in the room, I told my wife, I said, hey, there's some bad energy in this room. Somebody's trying to fuck with us. I walked outside, put my arms around her, around my baby, envisioned a white light around us of protection. We went on back into the thing. Lady asked me, all these people in the damn room, she gonna single me out and ask me to write down three things. So I picked up a pen, act like I wrote down one thing. One thing said, she said, I knew she was gonna come back around and pick me. She came back around, for sure enough, asked me, sir, tell us three things you're committed to doing. I said, well, I'm only committed to doing one thing. That's the most important. He said, okay, well, share that with us. I said, I'm committed to becoming God. That's quite ambitious. Needless to say, they ain't fuck with me no more that night. Then they took a break. So this white man came up to me. He said, wow, I'd like to know what it is you're into doing. I said, listen, I don't mean to be harmful, but I really don't discuss things with white. I said, but they all know who we are. They know who we are. And he said, yeah, you're right. They do know who you are. He said, and I'm committed on my truth. I said, well, let me say this. Elijah Muhammad said, just that I quoted before, that you would be saved, but eventually you must all go. He said, well, I need to do what I do for myself and my family. I said, okay, as long as you know that, we good. My wife looked at me like, damn, you've been talking all this conscious shit. It finally makes sense. And it finally makes sense that they know who we are. I never said, I never went into what we are, how we are, anything. I just told them, you know who we are. And he didn't tell me anything. He just said, yeah, I know, but I have to save my family. Okay. That was in 1984 or 5. So that's why I say you got to know this. I'm going to bring it all back to the diet and the food. You know, this man is trying to kill us. He's trying to suppress your consciousness. But you can't go to your highest level if you don't have shit in your body to let you go. None of us. We have to be able to do that. In order to do that, we got to take pure in your body, or at least trying to be pure in body. That's why if I find out, I used to love these things called chickpea chips. They were made out of chickpea noodles, which chickpeas are alkaline. So I'm like, wow, I need to eat these. I found out they weren't good for me. And guess what? I got rid of them. I used to eat them about 3 times a week. I got rid of them. When I find out something, and what I'm trying to say to the people that are listening to this video, if you do some research on it and you find out it's not healthy, let it go. Nobody loved crabs and lobsters more than I did. It's not healthy anymore. Let it go. Radiation is killing us. Let it go. Sea moss comes from the ocean.
What about
My radical
tilapia?
sister has, that's even worse. That's a man-made fish. Because you didn't grow up eating no damn tilapia. Where did tilapia come from all of a sudden?
I
When
heard
you was
Egypt
10
when I
years,
studied it. They said it was a fish
no,
that
it
comes
ain't.
from Egypt.
No, it's a fish that was made in America. If
Okay.
it was made in Egypt, it was made up by the white man in Egypt. But no, if you have to eat some meat, you could eat some um, freshwater fish from a little pond. If you got
Okay.
to, you just, that's what I do. Freshwater fish, but nothing out of sea. And definitely not tilapia. Walmart got that shit 5,000 a box for $2.
Yeah, they do.
You know it ain't healthy. No. My if you ask me, and I got to see, be honest, you don't want to eat any meat. Some people go, well, I'm pescatarian. I don't give a damn. Pescatarian, no meat. Your body is not designed to eat it. As I started saying, you have a long digestive tract. Your body is made for fruits to go into to eat, and it breaks it down. If you eat meat, it takes longer to digest, so it begins to putrefy. It begins to rot in your body. All meat, and begins to rot. Fruits and vegetables are made to digest. We don't have the teeth for grinding meat. That's it. Eat it, put them out and chew it up and chew it. We're not. Um, One thing that was saying, you want to know how to eat? Look at the gorilla, the most muscular animal on earth. Don't eat no meat. He's a vegetarian. Look at that. So we don't need meat for protein, for secondhand protein. That's a lie. The white man told you that milk and dairy was good for your bones. It's a damn lie. When you study what dairy does to your body, it makes you, it causes arthritis. Um, we can't breathe, what's it called? Yeah, emphysema. It causes all these damn diseases. And then they'll tell you, okay, well, cut back on the dairy. Cut back. If it's causing me to have a problem, cut it out. Don't eat it. And I know that this sounds harsh to a lot of people. I do understand. You don't understand. Ain't nobody love fried chicken more than me. Oh my God, my mama fried some chicken. Ooh, so it's hard to give syrup that your mama gave you, but mama didn't know. Now we know. My mother had dialysis. She was on kidney dialysis when she passed. And we were like, Mom, you got to stop. She said that same shit you hear a lot of black people say, got to die from something. Well, yeah, you do have to die from something, but it ain't got to be that.
Well, I think you brought up a good point on that. Some of the side effects folks should be concerned about. That's a good point. I mean, you brought up a lot of good points, but that was something that was very important uh, when they try to put you on the metformin. I what happens to they supposed to monitor your kidneys. I was talking to a brother the other day that you know the doctor didn't monitor his kidneys and his loved one transitioned because and I'm not blaming the medical profession, but whatever. I don't want to get off to that. But to anybody else that's on the medicine, definitely get your kidneys checked 3 to 6 months. Yeah.
Well, damn, start eating right. You don't need the medicine. Diabetes and high blood pressure are two of the easiest to beat. They're the easiest. If he gets on a fruit fast, and I understand that some fruits have higher sugars than others, but what you do, as I explained before, is you eat the fruit, you check your blood sugar, you eat the fruit. 2 hours later, check your blood sugar again. If it remains high, take that fruit out of your diet for now and use other fruits. Just wait 2 hours because everything will raise your blood sugar. Everything will raise
That's
your
true.
so
Because I love oatmeal. And she was like, well, that's going to give you, like, I love oatmeal. You know,
I like oatmeal too. I used to. I don't eat it anymore because I know that those oats are not good for your body. I don't eat it anymore. And if you eating the oatmeal in the packs, that's the world's worst because it's full of sugar. Now, if you eat oatmeal and you put some agave or some organic honey, it'll be better. But I love oatmeal, but I don't eat it anymore. A lot of shit I loved, but I don't eat it anymore because it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for me.
well, I get it. And I honor you for, taking those steps to, you know, lead by example where, you doing a diet that was helping people. I honor that. I appreciate you giving this information to people because I know it affected me. I did my combo. I woke up. I was like, man, I don't want any hot bay. Like because I'm more of a shotgun person, so I'm not really a faster anymore. So I found little things to help take out that inorganic matter out my bloodstream.
Well,
Like Uversi helps, and
try
hot bay helps, and
get back on your fast.
gumbo. Hmm?
I do it all the time, but you should get back on the fasting tip, bro. Get back on the intermittent fasting. With fasting 6 at night to 11 or 12 in the morning. And when you have that first meal, oh man, eat your ass off. Because it's not about weight diet. Eat what you want to eat, as much of it as you want to eat, till you're full. See, when you're trying to watch your weight, you ain't got to watch your weight when you're eating right. You don't. That's very important. I recommend every human being do some type of fasting. And see, the more you fast, the better you will get at it. My first time fasting, I fasted for 1 day, and I had a headache like a mug. Then I did it for 6 days. I only was feeling bad the first day. I was real hungry the next 2 days. After that, I was good. And then I did a 21-day fast. I didn't do it within the same week or two. I did a 1 day fast one day, let's say January 1st. Then I did a 3 day fast about the 20th of January. Then I did a 6 day fast about 3 weeks after that. Then I did a 21-day fast, maybe a month and a half later. So within a 3 month period, I fasted a total of 30 days. I'm not telling anyone to go out there and start fasting tomorrow because your body's not used to it. But cleanse first. Get some wormwood. Get the parasites out of your body. Because if you eat meat, you got parasites. And it takes a while to get that. Now, right now, I ate twice today. I went to the bathroom twice today. A lot of women, I don't know why, but a lot of women don't go to the bathroom every day. My other girlfriend, she used to go to the bathroom twice a week, sometimes once a week. I told her it's bad. That means you're keeping first of all, you're eating bad food, and then you're keeping it in your body. You should go to the bathroom a minimum of once a day. Really? You have 2 meals in a day, you should go 2 times. I had some apples today. I had the big ones. I like the big ones because I keep in the refrigerator because it's like a meal for me, you know. But this is not an easy topic. Also, if the people send me, if they ask me a question, they can send it on the email I gave it to you. They can ask me a question. I will answer it to the best. Now, I'm gonna be honest because here's the thing: when I worked with a lady now, she was about 330 pounds, about 5'6", big as hell. She lost 70 pounds in about 45 days from doing what I'm suggesting. Then what happened was when she started losing all that weight, guess what she did? She threw all that stuff in her house away. She got excited. See, you'll get excited when you start losing weight and feeling better. She got excited. Now she done lost 110 pounds. From when I had the stroke, I'm 140 pounds down with about 20 to go, maybe 15 to 20. You get excited. Damn, I started doing this. Damn, I lost all this weight. Damn, I feel better. My numbers are good. Oh, wow. All I had to do was start eating XYZ. Buy a juicer. Buy a good one. I bought a cheap one. But buy a good juicer. Juice your fruits and something that you don't particularly care for. Juice it. Juice it. The best juice in the world. H3O2. Cucumber juice. Cucumbers. The second is watermelon. Healthiest juices you can drink. You can mix other things with it. Blueberries, raspberries, put some agave, put some honey in it, sweeten it up. If you're going to use honey, it's expensive. Use Manuka honey. Manuka honey. I don't like it in juices, and not that I don't like it. And when you dip it out, it's kind of thick, so it doesn't break up well, unless you put it in a blender or juice it. Well, you can't juice it. You can put it in your juice cup and then blend it with it. But in that document, I give you all kinds of juices and recipes. Start doing, and you can and think about it. So, well, vegan food is expensive. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. What you thinking that's expensive because you're buying these expensive burgers and crap that's not good for you. But if you take a cabbage and some broccoli and stuff and make a meal with it because you don't like meat. If the meat is not seasoned, if you take a steak or chicken or whatever, cook it and put it on your plate, will you eat it? Hell no. The thing that's making it taste that way is the herbs and the spices. And guess what? Your vegetables will taste the same way when you know how to cook it. And try to eat as much as you can raw. I've got some raw dishes. Yes, you can eat some cooked foods. I do. Not a lot, but I do. Like I love broccoli. I probably eat broccoli 6 times a week, sometimes seven. But I just take my broccoli, put it on stove, steam it, take it out, put some seasoning on. I like Tabitha Brown has she has a seasoning that's called, got some on my table, garlic, onion, and paprika, made with I don't have the glass on, I can't see. But anyway, I love that season. She got it's orange or red like, and it's made with it's got one of the fruits in it. I can't think of what the name is. But anyway, that is a great season. But I use tarragon and I use all type of different spices. Once you buy them, you get your kitchen stock with them. You ain't gotta buy them no more. If you're steaming your vegetables, I don't even have any oil in the house anymore. I have no oil. I don't fry anything. So, well, I know I've usurped your time today.
Yeah, we good. I just got it's a brother or a sister. They want to know your email. So say your email slowly for
Ollie, as in unicorn, Hemmitt, at gmail.com. Ollie U Hemmitt, my name, at gmail.com.
I'm gonna try to put it in the chat. Right. Boom. Here it is. Okay. Brother, I appreciate it. I hope you continue to come back when you got a message you want to give us, or you know, back when I was doing the other Bringing Stone Network show, I brought some cooks in and they gave recipes. Maybe one day you may come in because that was beautiful when you start chop up your lettuce and put this in and put that. That was nice. So maybe one day we could do that. Just do the this would be the secret garden part two when you let people know how to prepare stuff or juice stuff. That was cool.
I
You know.
gave 65 recipes with the document. There are 65 recipes in the document. And
Okay, cool.
I just thought that was
That's but sometimes seeing is believing. Like take your computer in the kitchen and blah blah blah. See, we got video now. You put on your you know what I mean? I like to be a little creative, but yeah, definitely because a lot of times people like to be led to it, But I'm glad you give the information. Also, in the subject line, family with his email, put in there that you requesting his information so he can segregate that from his other emails that he get. You
okay.
know,
Yeah.
okay,
I very seldom get personal emails unless I request it. So they can do that. But yeah, they could just say your name and then I automatically know where it's coming from and what
cool.
they
Oh Lord,
but I
did
was
we lose him?
they're gonna be in Word documents.
Okay, so I got one last question for you.
Sure.
And do you see war?
Actually I do.
Okay.
Um
It's because it's good, so people can start preparing even that.
right.
So that now we explain, if you want to elaborate on it, go ahead, Bill.
Let me
No.
say this.
Okay.
Different countries are trying to do different things to antagonize America. Um, and America is doing certain things to be such that people that we will be willing to go to war. Now, even if it's not a war, it's still a war because it's a war against our people. And I think that we have to be prepared. I've got solar at my house. I'm looking at about 80 cans of beans. I've got 20 cans of tomato paste. I've got bags of organic noodles made from chickpea flour. I've got, if my lights went out today, I could survive for about 3 months without lights. No, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. And I think that we have to at least have, well, people call them a bug out bag, has antiseptic. See, the thing is, if you got herbs in your house, you got all the medicine you need. And you got vegetables in your house. I was telling my daughter, my first grandbaby, um, I said, you got apples, some carrots, you have, and bananas and stuff. You got all the baby food you need. You don't need to buy that. Get a baby banana. And no, not whole. Blend it up, juice it up, blend it up. Give it to the baby. That's all baby food is. Ain't got to have no seeds because baby don't know nothing about seeds. They don't give a damn. They just want to fit the corner in their stomach. So I think we should all be fixing our homes. We need to have a way to have some light, some electricity via solar. Patriot is selling a solar generator, about $1,800. And they divide up into 6 payments, and it'll power a refrigerator and 4 other items. So you can have lights, cold food. They now have a solar refrigerator. Put the solar panels out back, you're good to go. Again, my ex-wife thought I was crazy because I had one then. I always have 3 months of food. I got rice but I got all vegan stuff. And once I get my garden going, they can do whatever they want to. I got all the food I need.
Yeah, I got to I've been procrastinating. I did Sweat Live with a brother that was a grower out of Memphis. Peace to you, Matt. And they were sharing the to put your seeds, certain seeds like your watermelon seeds, in some water and put them in the dark for 24 hours. So as soon as I get off here, I gotta go because I want to get tomorrow I'm off. I want to get my seeds in the ground, like that too.
My seeds
Um,
next as well. And I'm going to plant 5 trees. I'm going an apple tree, an orange tree. I don't know if that's advisable. I think you got to have more hot weather than we have. But I also want an apple tree, an orange tree. Um, I don't know if I can grow avocado. I'm checking on that. Or avocado, um, apple, orange, um, plum. My neighbor, um, a tree, it hangs in my yard, so I got a lot of. They didn't bear last year. Um, Fig. So I'm gonna plant 5 trees that I know we can get in for a couple of years, but I'm planting them now.
that's a beautiful thing because that's my one thing. I did collect food, and prior to the pandemic, I did actually collect even some baby food because it was just a thought. Maybe if people were giving it away, I'm like, I take this baby food. But my biggest is to get that solar generator. I've been studying. I haven't like really decided what I want, but I know I've been.
Go to you can see there. And like I said, I bought one 2 years ago. It was I think I paid about $1,800 for it.
Right. That's about the going rate.
And they got a payment plan. I think it was like 200 a month.
Mm, I have to look at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go over there and look because I was looking at Earth Tech and then Ultimate. They have one that's nice, but at first I was looking like one that can like power your house, but about three or
I'm
4,000.
looking
You
at that as well. I'm looking at the whole house unit, but they have to put that, and that's about, I think that's about 8,000.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, if you have gas, like you can get LP gas or gas is that generator that runs on ALP gas makes sense, because it doesn't have to be pumped into your house, you
Well,
know.
one thing I
But
have on gas, water heaters on gas,
oh
and
yeah, you could get one in. I forget the Generex. The Generex runs off LP gas, so
you're gonna have to get LP. You know, I'm gonna do it all electric. I'm gonna convert my heat
okay.
and my water heater to electric.
Wow.
Even though I like, but I'm just buy solar. And when I convert those two, then I'm going to do electric whole house. Then I'll be good to go. I don't
Oh,
need to
cool.
pay for nothing.
See, I have a preference for gas. Going up in Iowa, when the power used to go out, we could always open the stove and heat the house, like that. So I've always been a proponent of gas, But anyway, brother, I gotta go and get some more things taken care of. Plus, my daughter's beating on the door; she's ready to eat or whatever. But I appreciate you sharing from some of the comments in the chat. They definitely appreciate you giving us this much time. And I hope you do consider coming back to the Bring It Stone Network and give us some more information. And for all of us, tell your brother we still love him. He transformed the thinking of thousands of people, and he still is. So make sure you tell him we love him
I'm
in
gonna do
any
that.
form. Yeah.
All right. Well, I enjoyed it, and
Thank you.
I happen to come back when needed.
Sure.
And
You're welcome to come back. You want- Yeah, definitely. Because we would like to see more. Let's get these computers and stuff together. Because I.
we'll do that.
All right. All right. Thanks, family. This is Ollie Hemmitt. You got any closing words before we go? You know.
Um, I'll say this: that myself, Bobby, and Mike, we love our people, and we wish the best to our people, and we're trying to help our people. And that doesn't mean that we wouldn't help other people, but our commitment is to you. I love you. Peace.
Peace and love. Thank you. Peace, family. Enjoy your day. And we're at war, so prepare for it. We're at war. They're attacking us spiritually, and now they're dropping bombs. So, you know, get your plans together. If you got to evacuate, get your bug out bag together, because eventually war